Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcoin Guides, bringing my guide for Metroid Dread 0% items on Dread difficulty. Today we are doing part 20, entitled Screw Attack. So after starting in Barinia, because we just got Gravity Suit, you're going to head back to Artaria, and this is where Screw Attack is going to be at to your right. And I'm going to talk about it later, but I take the long way to get back to Screw Attack. I'll tell you when I get there. But there's a teleporter that leads you back to Screw Attack that you should take when you're coming back to get it. When you beat experiment number 75 and all that shit. So there you go. But we'll explain that when I get there, when people probably care about it when I get there. So, coming down here, you got a red Guardian. This time he's got a shield on him. However, that shield's not going to help him for very long. So, just do what you normally do to the main, like, Chozo statue guys. Not Guardian, but Chozo statues, whatever they're called. I think that's what they are. Either way. Do what you normally do. Just keep hitting him, and eventually he'll allow you to go for a parry on his shield. And after it's all said and done, this, I think, is the start of the ink attacks. The parasite attacks that they do with the laser stuff. So basically, just wait for him to give you the telegraph, which is that circular spiral attack. Right there. See that right there? Wait for that, and then do a phase, or do a flash shift. Either toward him or away from him if you got the room. You can do space jump too, but to me it's a lot easier just to do flash shift. It saves you a lot of time, it's quicker, and you kind of just don't have to worry about accidentally messing up your timing for your jumps. Other than that, he's the same as he's always been. Statues are, or guardians, whatever they're called, are extremely easy in comparison to most of the other bosses. So, coming up into this room, this is a speed boost room that you can use to your advantage. Also, that ice bat, watch out for him. Just either if you're going to kill him, go for a parry. If you kill him normally, he will explode. And that explosion is not good. I'm going the wrong way, by the way, so just ignore this. I'm going the completely wrong way in general. Because I kind of messed up. I kind of got a little phooey with my directions here for a second, so like I said, just don't mind that. For this guy, for this parasite guy right here, just jump over him, avoid him. You know, these guys, make sure you watch out for these guys especially because, you know, not knowing that they're there and then finally finding out like, oh crap, they're actually there. Yeah, that sucks. And then of course this dude, you know, when he pops up whenever you kill a parasite or he transforms into it, either way, you know, that's still somebody to watch out for. Now, before we entered that door, you saw the little guy from the top come from the ceiling. Typically you can just avoid him just by simply running to the door, getting out, and getting away, and pretty much just freeing yourself from any potential harm. Yeah, you're going to want to come back up here, you're going to want to bomb that, and of course avoiding the missile, because that's what we're doing today, and get a checkpoint. You got to save, might as well checkpoint it. And now here comes something fun. I had to figure this out on my own. That's right, I had to figure this shit out all on my own, coming up here in a second. I mean, it's probably been done before, I don't know. I tried watching a 0% item guide, but the guy's sequence broke, so I couldn't tell, you know, where to go. But in this room, you're going to want to come up way up here, and you're going to want to parry this guy, or at least just kill him. You're going to want to get rid of him. Now, go back into this other room, start your speed boost, shine spark, space jump up here, morph ball, go up. You don't have to do diagonally, but get close enough to the missiles where you're not going to go directly into it. Then you're going to want to, you know, shine spark, not shine, yeah, shine suit first and then shine spark. You're going to want to shine spark up, basically double tap, you know, jump and then aim upward. And after you do that, you're going to want to flash shift as fast as you possibly can. You don't have to technically aim diagonally. I found out in another playthrough, I don't think you have to. I think it was this playthrough, but I still do it anyway, just in the off chance. And yeah, if you're going to aim diagonally, try to aim as close to the door as you can. So that way you can just skip over that missile entirely. That right there is probably it's one of two of the best things I did this entire run. It was insane. When I got stuck there for the longest time, and I'm like, when I was doing it before I recorded, I'm like, how the hell do I do this? And then I figured it out, and it just felt great. It felt awesome. So for these guys, I'm just going to respect them. I'm just not going to mess with them too much. I'm going to let them do their thing. You know, kind of start crawling underneath me and just avoid them outright because, well, I don't want to get hit and I don't want to deal with their crap. Makes sense. Of course, after that, get the save, get your checkpoint going. And watch out, there's a missile right here. I actually got it and had to reset the checkpoint. You could just easily morph ball jump over it, and you could just regular jump, kind of. But there is that ceiling you kind of have to watch out for, too, so be careful of that. Bear that in mind, of course. I'm also, again, going the wrong way, because we need to go up to the left into the morph ball chamber and go fight experiment number 75. So, real quick, to explain him, I'm not going to talk about how to, get him to die faster. I'm not going to talk about any of that stuff. I'm going to tell you what I do in these sequences. When he's doing that two-arm swipe, you want to go from, just basically just jump toward the top of the ceiling. That's the phase 1 swipe. Phase 1 swipe, he's not going to do the triple swipe. It's just going to do the one. You can use missiles, storm missiles, fine. Just use your missiles on, this part. And, of course, whenever he's doing the laser blast, just stand in the corner or in a spot that's safe. Wait for him to eventually do it, to stop doing it. Then you're going to want to flash shift over where you need to, or at least space jump, I should say. Come down here underneath his, laser attack. Go for the parry. And after you've parried, make sure you start mashing R and Y at the same time. Make sure you start mashing missiles, because he will actually spawn more missiles than you need, and you'll actually be able to get extra few missiles out of it to get a few extra shots. So, pretty nifty. And, of course, you have to wait a few seconds before you start charging up your attacks. And that's one of those things you're going to have to learn, because there's a specific timing on when you're allowed to attack him. After he finally, grabs onto the ceiling, they don't let you attack him until after a little bit. So, keep that in mind. But now we're basically in phase 2, and I do actually double phase this boss. This part right here is kind of why you want to keep a good portion of your missiles, because if you don't have missiles to do that, Charge Beam does work too, but I think he's technically healing during it, and on top of that, he has this weird attack where he can just sometimes, I think, hit you with an arm without you really noticing. Now, these parts right here, it's pretty much just all about space jump timing. That's literally all they're about. The one that's like 3 in a row, that's the one you want to, space jump time yourself. Just watch how I do it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Pretty much the entire fight is just, of course, like any other fight, it's mostly just patience-based, and just learning and understanding, when to jump, when to attack, when to do whatever, right? And, of course, when he's doing the speed boost fan thing here, he's going to obviously, in the second part of it, kind of get a little bit more aggressive with it, and you're going to get a little more, a few more things kind of coming your way that are going to be kind of harder to dodge. But of course, the thing where is just don't worry about doing speed boost. Okay, so for this attack, you don't want to go up to the ceiling immediately after the first 2 swipes. You want to stay down on the ground, and then after he goes up to the ceiling, then you want to start jumping toward the ceiling, because he's going to attack the bottom. But I think it shown right there, but I believe I got it. But yeah, right here, now we can start attacking him. We can start doing the charge beam right there. That's pretty much what they do with that. But there, I somehow 2-phased the boss. Typically, it takes me about 3 to kill him, but I got lucky. Again, my tips are just watch how I did it. That's the best way I could just explain how to do all that stuff, is mainly just see how I did it and, practice the timing on your own and stuff like that. So that's really all it kind of amounts to. I mean, to be fair, this is, I guess, less so of a guide, more so a run, but at the same time, I want to treat it as it was a guide, personally speaking, because I feel like this should count toward people that want to maybe beat Dread mode at the same time, while also just trying to do like a fun run like I'm doing, or just, for entertainment purposes of being like, cool, I've never seen a 0% run, I'll watch this, right? It does kind of suck that Dread, though, is not as popular now anymore as it was before, because, 2021 was a hell of a year for it, and it was my game of the year that year, too. It was amazing. But Metroid's kind of died down a little bit in the recent years, and I took too long to do this, and I apologize, but, it is what it is. It's Metroid. There was going to be people that were going to beat me to everything, no matter what I did. It didn't matter what guide or run I would have done. I would have been way too late and way too slow at finishing it, and I'm slow right now, and yeah, it's my computer's giving me problems, so I'm gonna try tonight to get these next 4 episodes finished. That's the plan. I want to get them finished. I want to get them at least rendering and get them done. Edited, commentated, all that stuff. I want this stuff done so I can move on. But anyway, something I want to mention real quick. I think it's in Kataris. There is a teleporter that will take you back. That will take you near the screw attack. Find the teleporter and use it if you don't want to go the same way that I did. I took the long way to get back, which was not optimal. I'll say that. It wasn't very optimal. I'm not saying that if you do it, you're stupid. I'm not saying that. I'm the dumb one for just not remembering, like, oh yeah, there's a teleporter there. I should probably give my audience, advice on that and say, yeah, there's a teleporter there. But hey, you learn from my mistakes. I learned from my mistakes too. It's in the past. It's too late now. I already did it. I somehow got there, and I made it. It doesn't really technically matter which way you go, but still, taking that teleporter will save you a ton of trouble. I promise. I promise. So there you go. We finally got Screw Attack. We have at least, I think, all the miscellaneous stuff. We're still missing Cross Bombs, and we're missing, Power Bomb. And, of course, technically a last suit, but that suit is, the last suit. If you're looking for an upgrade, there's one to the left if you Screw Attack, but just letting you guys know for, like, missiles and stuff. Anyway, after that, you're going to head back to Barinia, because now we have Screw Attack. We can go to that bottom platform and start heading up and fight the Guardian guys. So, that's it for this part. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, take care, everybody.